not been able to do that in so long because I've been in these places where I need to keep quiet. It's been a long day. I'm telling y'all, it's been a long day because it has been a long spiritual battle. I'm talking about I have had affirmations on my phone all day long. 10 minutes of I love myself. 30 minutes of clearing negative blocking I forget what the other one is. Another 10 minutes of everything is gonna be fine. You know, I'm telling you, you gotta put in the work with yourself sometimes in the mind because shit be gnawing at you. And I just took this like seminar today, that was just talking about clearing the blockage and like writing new thoughts. And so that's what I was just trying to do all day, like writing new thoughts because look, I went out yesterday. I'm talking about yesterday. I just spoke everything yesterday. I was like, I'm gonna go to the comedy store. Somehow I'm gonna get me a spot. I'm just going up here to get me a spot. And wound up getting the spot. Then I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and check in with this other show at the Improv, and I probably get me and got two spots. Like I'm talking about just spoke it, and I just want to really be able to speak that with the offenses in my life. Yesterday when I was at the Improv, I saw like it was like I was running into all the people I had previously like fell out with in the past. And even though we're like cordial now, except for this one dude, like because let me just tell you, and I'm sure you can agree, and I'm trying to like be better with this as well, but it's like I'm a consistent person. I'm a consistency person. I'll just generally say good morning every morning. I'll speak, whenever I see a person, I'll speak. Like, I just generally am the same way. I'm pretty a happy person. And what I have low tolerance for is, I'll see a certain person and one day you speaking and then the other day you're not. And then, from that point on, I just consider that time you didn't speak, it's no speak time because I don't play that inconsistent shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was just thinking of that is the one thing, the one gift we have as an only child. Only child, let me tell y'all something what the Lord gave us in particular. Our only child, you can die right in front of our face and still be living because I'm talking about some people. I remember I fell out with this girl like a long time ago. And it's like, I don't even know her. Like, even though like I reconnected with her and like I went to see, I'm telling you, like my whole everything forgets your being. Like, you know, people be asking about the person. I'd be like, oh, that person died. They'd be like, what? I'd be like, oh, well, I mean, to me, because I just literally like, that's the gift as an only child. We'd be like, oh, it's a new toy? Oh, okay. Concentrate on this new toy over here. This old toy is whack. You know what I'm saying? So back to the dude that, I see you, you speak, well, first of all, let me just even tell y'all what happened. I was friends with this dude in comedy. We was cool as I don't know what. And, we hook each other up with shows and we did, so many like things together in comedy. And then, this dude starts dating this girl. And I'm talking about they just threw me in the middle from like I had nothing to do with them. This girl was a producer and just, I'm trying to get a show done and now he want me to choose him but I'm just like, look, I saw them together one time and from that point on, they both called my phone. Oh, tell him this, mother. Tell him this. Oh, tell her I said this. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't listen, guys. I'm not dating y'all. You know what I'm saying? So then both of them wind up blocking me. Like, I'm not taking messages back. I'm not doing none of that shit. Now, in the process of all this, I'm friends with both of them. My dogs died. I tell them that they don't even give a fuck. They still calling my phone with the, so I ran into the dude because I'm originally the dude's friend. I ran into the dude and, then he, oh, Dale, I'm so sorry. Sister, I'm sorry about your dog. So I'm thinking we cool. Then I ran into this dude, another time and you're back not speaking. And then I ran into you last night and now you back speaking. And I'm just like, devil, I need you to get the fuck out of my face, devil. Then I kept seeing, like, I saw this dude that heckled me at a show, and I was just wondering, like, what are all, and it's like so many other things, like, hey, so many other offenses, because, I run into these, like, people all the time, and I want to be, I try to be a forgiving person. I'm looking over here because I'm waiting on, of course, on my bus. I try to be like a forgiving person all the time, but I was just having a moment today to really think about, like, all of these offenses and all of these, like, people you're running into. And then I was talking to some of my comedy brothers. I mean, God, shout out to, like, my comedy family. Y'all really hold me down. I love my comedy family so much. They are there with the straight wisdom anytime I need a ear to listen to, somebody to run my back. I mean, I'm talking about, I just really love, it is really a family in comedy, except for this one motherfucker. But anyway, but anyway, I got a chance. I was thinking about all the dudes. I was thinking about all the offenses, and I was talking to the dude, one of my brothers, and he was telling me, he was like, "Oh, these things are happening so you can rid the emotion, because these people are tagging at your emotions." And that's what you want to, get numb to. And then I run into my homegirl. My homegirl invites me to this panel, and then she going through the exact same thing. Then I go to church, and they talking about the exact same message. And I was just thinking, like, these offenses, like, after I spend all day listening to all these, like, positive affirmations, I was just thinking about, like, what are these offenses for? And I know I figured it out, and that's the whole point of this message. These offenses, the devil is using these people to create these, like, little small offenses to lower thine vibration. You know what I'm saying? Like, when your vibration is low, like, all day long, when I was mad the other day, I couldn't attract the things. Then today, when I made a deliberate effort, then I heard the Lord clearly be like, oh, follow up on this, follow up on that. And I'm, guys, so much done today. Another revelation I realized too is when I was working, which is probably why I work all the time. When I was working, I wasn't thinking about none of that shit. Like, none of that shit. My everything, my vibration was, like, so high. I left my homeboy's house. We was producing his, like, pilot and editing it and going over it. And I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna stay, to make sure we get it done. And I'm talking about, I wasn't thinking, my brain was in, like, straight high. I mean, it was almost like I was on vacation, because it was just so, it was just such a high, and it really put me in a great place, my mind in a great place, which is why my lesson is, stay at work. And also too is, my note to myself is to write a new thought, like, deliberately write a new thought to think. As opposed to thinking of the past offenses, just write a new thought and make sure that it is empathetic to the people that have caused the offenses, because, they're going through something too. And, of course, my whole life is me, but I do need to think of that people are also going through other stuff too. And it's really not you that they're offending, is they're projecting the things that are happening to them onto you. So, oh my God, it was one of them days, y'all. The show. I love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your recent battle you just won. I love y'all. Bye.